Okay, so we have discussed about custom implementation, customization, and the final topic which we are discussing is the extension concept in the OAF. So, what is the necessity of going for extension and which scenarios we go for extension? We have to understand first. So, we'll be going for extension if customer want any change in the business logic. If the customer want to change the business logic in the existing seeded pages, then we'll go for extensions.
Yeah.
So in the extension, like what kind of extension you come across? So generally the most preferable extension is CO extension as well as Vivo extension. And of course the entity object extension as well as AM extension is also done, but it's a very rarely scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, but still we do it. And it's not that much complex comparatively, but it's almost easy. Like I can say that sometime back we discussed, right? The BC4J extension works on a scenario works on a concept called substitution concept. So generally these particular these are the part of BC4J, right? Like I can say model layer or BC4J.
Yeah.
Okay, these works on a concept called substitution concept. Substitution concept. And this is a normal Java extension. It's a nothing but it's a Java extension concept it works on. Okay. So what we
Yeah.
do is I think we discussed about CO, right? CO extension we have already discussed, and now what we have to
Yeah.
understand is the model or a BC4J particular extension. So
Yeah.
let's start with the Vivo extension. We have to understand in which scenario. See, it all depends upon the requirement. If you have a requirement, we have to understand whether we have to go with the Vivo extension or without extension can it be solved or not. That is how we have to understand. So let's take some particular page and let's discuss on that. Then we can understand. Okay. So let me choose a page. Uh, yeah, I'll choose customers online super user. Okay. Yeah. So here if you observe, I mean we have a page like which is showing the phone organization, persons, contacts like this, right? Okay. So now assume that we just want to add up. Let us consider this particular one bookmark person. Assume that you have a requirement to show an extra column. Okay. Assume that you have a requirement to show an extra column, but the existing VO does not have that column. Okay. So what we do is let us say first of all find out what is the VO used by this particular table region bookmark person. So let's say click on this about this page. Okay. So if you observe the bookmark person, this is the VO which is used for this one. So let us click on this one. Click on this query now and just take this query now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here. Okay. Now if you observe I just
Yeah.
entered this query and it is displaying all this information. Okay. Now let's go back to the page. So it is displaying person, registration ID, phone, email and all these things. And now what we want to do is let us say so let's say that we just want to display. Okay. If you observe we don't have party number, right? We don't have party number on the page. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say that we want to display party number. Oh, party number is there. Party number is
I
necessary
can
to
display.
display.
Yeah. maybe
Yeah, these two members.
in
Okay.
front of them.
Yeah. Or maybe we can consider party type, or maybe
Well, oftentimes you want extra information from the flex field, right? You could have another attribute, right?
sorry.
Often you want to use another attribute. You want to say, you want to put in something, an extra field. You'd use an attribute, right?
Which one you're saying?
Oh, I'm just saying it is not, it is common to put in another field like an attribute, you know?
Okay. See, if it is a flexi field, that is a different story. Like let us say
Okay,
the
okay,
now this particular column is not a flexi field. If it's a flexi field, there is no need to go with the VO extension. There are different
yeah,
concepts. So we are going with the VO extension when the underlying query does not have that particular column to show on the page. Now, if you observe this particular one, now observe that this particular party type column is not available on this page, isn't it?
yeah,
Party type column is not available in the page, as well as it is also not available on the Vivo. You'll be going to Vivo extension when the required column is not available in the Vivo. If it is
yeah, I
available in the
understand.
Vivo, if it is available in the Vivo, we can just simply perform personalization. Last time we have done that, right? We have performed personalization
Yeah,
for the columns. Now, what is happening is the column which we require is not available in the Vivo, so then we have to go with the Vivo extension. Okay.
I understand.
Yeah. So now, now we just understand what is the requirement and what is the process involved now to perform a Vivo extension. So first of all, we have to know what is the seeded vivo.xml as well as vivo impl file. You have to get the required files of the seeded one, vivo xml, vivo impl as well as vivo raw impl also. These are three files which we require from the server. We have to move to the my classes as well as my projects. I'll show you how exactly we have to do. First of all, find out the path of this particular seeded vivo. So what is the path? So click on about this page again. Just click on this vivo. Or maybe see here. The other way is what you can do, just make a note of this vivo. So in the below we have a information about this project component. Just search it. Can you search? Bookmark person. Automation. Content. But that is not getting from here, right? Okay. No problem. Okay. So now we just need to note this particular information. This what is that? Article and I need to the this one. Okay. So this is our Vivo part. So our XML file, class file, everything will be available in this particular part. So we have to get the information and we have to move to our my classes folder. Okay. So now just open the business city, go to the Java top, and here left side go to the my classes. So that will be available in your appropriate Java user home environment variable. You will have a folder for my classes, and in that what we
Mm-hmm.
do. So what is the path we require? Oracle Apps IMC. So Oracle already there, apps is already there. So I just need to have IMC folder now. In the right side also, I'll just go to Oracle and go to apps, and again I'll go to IMC. See, like if we can move on to the required files, so as we discussed earlier also, there are chances it may have much dependencies. So generally it gives
Yeah.
error. So it is preferable that you move the local folder. So
Mm-hmm.
Oracle apps, I just move the IMC folder. I just move my IMC folder. Move the IM, I mean copy the IMC folder from server to local machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the next thing is we got the files, and the next thing is we just need to create. What you can do is it is better that for extra when you're performing when you're working on extension, it is better that you require a new project. It is always preferable to go with a new project. Okay. So here in the workspace, I'll just go with a new OAF project. New OAF project.
Yeah.
I'll say OAF VO Extension. So nothing to change, just simply click on next and finish. So now the project is created, right? Just expand this one, and it shows some other things, but you can just ignore them. I can remove them. Exclude. You can just exclude them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let it be here. Let it be here. I'll show why. So now what we have to do, we want to perform the extension, right? So it's almost similar to the earlier one, but a little bit different. So just right click on this one, create a new Vivo. Create a new Vivo. Area business component Vivo object. Click on OK. Click on next. So now here, when you're creating a Vivo, if we have a property called extends, just click on this particular one, browse button, and it has to show the information here. It has to show the list of Vivos which are available for extension. But here it is not showing, right?
Yeah.
Here it is not showing. So I'll tell you the reason. The reason is when you are performing extension as per the J developer or IDE, the Vivo, the underlying Vivo source code is required. But we just have a class file. We don't have the Java file, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the Vivo, Oracle provides only class files. But if you want to perform extension, we require source code. Nothing will be required Java files.
Okay.
So,
So
but
you need to
yeah. So the alternative for this
re-
one, the alternative approach.
reverse.
Yeah, I'll tell you. The alternative approach, what we have to do is copy the same file, copy the class files into my project folder. So this seems a weird thing, but like this works. Perfect. So close your JDeveloper first. Close your JDeveloper first. Okay.
Yeah.
And after that, copy the class files into my projects. The files which you copied into my classes folder, copy the same
Yeah.
files to my project folder now. So let's get JDev, JDev home, JDev, and object, perhaps INC. So again, go to JDev, JDev home, JDev,
My
my
project.
projects. So here, I'll just create a folder called Oracle. You have to maintain package specialized for Java always. Okay, and now I'll post here. So we can remove the, yeah, let it be. Removing is a different story. So when you're working on extension, you may just come across many errors in the JDeveloper. So you have to be careful in that. Yeah. Now we have copied our class. We have copied the class files of the server, the Vivo files into our my project folder. Okay. If
Yeah.
you have the Java files, then you can just compile and just keep the Java files in my project. There's other way. Okay. Now let us start our JDeveloper and see the difference. Okay. Now, if you observe, the same files are available in all the places. In the Oracle folder will be shown everywhere. So I'll just exclude the other places. Click on exclude. Okay. Now here also it will be showing. I'll just exclude it.
Yeah.
So if you observe, everything is gone now, right? Some mistake and everything
Yeah.
is gone now. So, but it's no problem. What you can do is just you just simply close the JDeveloper and reopen because I have not yet saved. I have not yet saved. Or what you can do is you can just include the project. Now let us I just click on JPR file. Open the JPR file. It has to show now. Okay. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. Sometimes while excluding, it may lose the total project. Okay, that's the reason I'm showing this. Yeah, now we'll just work on the VO extension. So I'll remove, okay, let it be. So now we are able to see this, right? We are able to see the total Oracle folder. And now what is the path? What is that? Oracle apps, IMC, home server,
Server.
IMC, home
Home.
server.
Yeah.
It will take some time. Again, it will get refreshed to common input. Yeah. Can you see IMC bookmark person view? Yeah, perfect. You could see that, right? But it is showing white.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can ignore that, or you can just, if you just reopen, it will work perfectly. Now from here, can you see it is showing a grayed out fashion? Why? Because actually we have moved the class files to the my purpose folder. That is why we could not see all the information. But it's okay. For working on extension, this enough. Okay. Now it shows the existing theory, everything. Okay. Now what we have to do? So let's reopen server one because it is showing all these things twice. Can you see?
Yeah.
So reopen the JDeveloper once. This bug in the JDeveloper. If you reopen, it will show it properly. Okay. So most of the Oracle tools will be like this only. So it will work. It works some to some extent, but it will also have bugs to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now can you see? It shows only once.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next thing is right click on the Vivo, click on New, edit business component, and Vivo object, and click on OK. Click on Next. Click on Browse. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that? Which keyboard you want to use it? IMG bookmark version Vivo. Just click
Right.
on OK.
Person view.
So automatically it will take the name and automatically take the path also. But we just need to prefix with our client name.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can go with Vivo EX. That's a perfect one. Just go with the Vivo EX. Okay. Now don't change anything. Simply click on next and finish. Don't change anything. Click on next and finish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So automatically it gets the query. Nothing to change. Click on
Yeah.
next. Next. Initialize. So now it is not showing anything yet. Just click back. I get fine. Now it is
Yeah.
showing right. This kind of box will come across. Click on next and finish. That's it. So it got generated now. Okay. Now so let me exclude the other things. I don't want to show this one. I'll exclude. I see it's also.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me increase the hierarchy. Yeah. INC home server and so here observe carefully in the IMC bookmark person view, which is standard one. So we have to generally we get one kind of error. Just click on SQL statement and can you see what is the binding style? It is Oracle positional. The binding style is Oracle positional. So for our custom view also make sure that the binding style is Oracle positional. Our custom view will make sure that it is Oracle positional. Can you see now it is named, so we have to change it to Oracle.
Okay.
Make it as Oracle positional. So it's the first important change. And after that, what we have to do? We just need to add a more attribute. Okay, I'll just make it as access underscore party type just to assume to understand that this is added by us. Okay. I'll copy this column name and I'll just place the query. Okay.
Yeah.
Click on apply and I'll just make sure that it is available here. Click on attribute mapping, it has to show the new column. Can you see? Access party type is available now.
Yeah.
Click on apply and OK. So that's it. So now just right click here. Okay, it's not shown right. Okay. Right click on this particular package and just click on make.
Mm-hmm.
Only on that particular specified something just perform a make. Okay. Now the file is available and we have to move to server. The class file is available, we have to move to server. So xxpg
Yeah.
article hash. So the left side also xxpg article hash. Now can you see IMC is available here. We just move the IMC
Yeah.
folder. And if you see IMC content, home server, it will have the class file as well as IMPL file.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have moved the class files to server, but that is not enough. So to work on the extension, see, what all we have to do? First of all, we got the files and we have extended the Vivo, everything is okay. To move the files to server, the first thing is move the XML file
That's it.
and the class files to Java doc and perform substitution. Perform substitution now
Mhm.
in JDeveloper. Generate JPEG file and perform JPEG import. So this is extra step. After that, we have to bound the file. So these are three steps involved in the Vivo substitution. So now
Yeah.
go to JDeveloper. What we do, right click on the project. Right click on the project, click on project properties, and here you have an option called business component, and we have a property called substitution. Okay. So here we have to mention what is the source and what is the target. Remember, what is our source? The source Vivo. IMC bookmark person Vivo. And here, what is the target? That to the Vivo extension. We are just telling to the server that like I'm trying to replace the existing the seeded Vivo with my custom Vivo. That is the concept. Okay. So
Yeah.
this particular one, like once you perform this particular step, it will generate. I mean, this information will get updated in the substitution file, the JPEG
Okay.
file. It will update. It will get
Ah.
updated in the JPEG file. Just click on OK
Yeah.
and save. Okay.
Mhm.
Now go to the server and here you can upload that. Go to the JDeveloper folder and can you see where is our extension project? Yeah, this is the one, right?
Yeah.
Just open with Notepad. You can upload that. Can you see substitute?
Yeah.
So we always re-verify whether this particular one is substituted or not. Using this particular, we just open with the notepad and observe whether it is available here. The substitute keyword is available and whether that information is generated in this particular file or not. If it is available, then only it works. Okay. Now the next thing is you have to perform the JPEG import. You have to perform the JPEG import. Go to the command prompt. Now just perform a step. Okay. So we have the thing called JPEG import. It's a command, and we does not need to remember anything. It automatically gives a sample for us. You can just copy that, and you can just change accordingly. So it just gives a sample for us. So you can just perform the appropriate thing here. So this is JPEG import command. So what all we have to do? You have to mention the JPEG file part. So this is our part. Right? And we does not require user ID. I can ignore that. And username you mention your database username password. Apps.
Mhm.
Apps. And DB connection you have to mention here.
And it said, okay, so, so that tab.com.
Okay, that's it. And make sure that is available in a single line. Click on word wrap and check it whether it is available in a single line or not. Because it has to be available in a
Yeah.
single line only. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to change it a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it is perfect. Okay. It's single line. Now execute the command. Okay, it imported successfully and it's a perfect one. So just make a note of this information, this command, this particular path information.
So you run that on the local server. It's not on. Did you not run this on application server? No.
You can run from there itself. You can from the server or you can on the local machine also you can run. Either way it will work.
Okay.
Either way. Now let us say what you can do is you can move your JPX file to the server and from the server you can run it. Either way.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what is the thing is here this information will be available in the server. The substitution information will be available in our MDS tables. So just see that. Let's start from table. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So the total substitution information is available in the respective table. Okay. Now bounds are
Yeah.
run. Now bounds are apparent. Okay. Okay. Now check the status whether all things are up or not. One more is done. Yeah. So now what you do is go back to the server here. Yeah, it may within the error, but it's okay. Okay. So now what we do is just click on about this page and here just check the business component or just click on expand all here. Click on this one. Can you see this on the top?
Okay.
So it is showing our VO, not the seeded VO, right? And also you have to see the extra column
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So by this itself, we can say that like our extension has perfectly uploaded in the server.
Mm-hmm.
And copy this name here, copy the attribute name, okay. And now,
Mm.
and what is our Vivo name now? This is the Vivo name. I am support command Vivo EX. That is our Vivo name.
Yeah.
Okay. And always, as usual, make a note of the page name. Okay. And go back to the page. And now click on the personalization. Personalized stable region.
Yeah.
Personalized stable region. And if it's a share region, make a note of the share region also. So this is share region, so I have to note this information. Okay. Now what to do?
Okay.
You just click on create item, and items are like message, file text. Okay. And message 47.
Yeah.
And now we have the prompt, what we type, and the viewer instance and viewer attribute. So what is that? Viewer instance is one,
Yeah.
and viewer attribute is this one. So it is case sensitive. We have to be very much careful. Okay.
Yeah.
You can apply and check it. Got it?
Yeah.
So this is how we have to perform personalize. I mean the extension. So now if you want to migrate the extension from one instance to another instance, what all you have to do? So we have to move the class files and XML file to Java top, and we have to perform JPEG import on the valid instance, and also we have to perform the personalization also. Nothing but download. We have to download as well as upload the personalization,
Yeah.
right? And if you see the content of this particular one, I am the bookmark person. What will happen? You just see that number and JDR table. Very clear two lines here. Wherever it is internal, it is ours. So this is ours. So path document diagram. You see this one. So it has to show a new column now. So it seems that it is personalized already, and it is also showing some extra information. That's the reason. Can you see our this one after this?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So this is how we can perform the extension. So only thing we have to carefully perform the steps as well as carefully upload the steps. And bouncing is also
Yeah.
very important. Until unless your attribute is available on the server, we cannot say it is correct. After bouncing,
Yeah.
you have to make sure that your Vivo is available on the application as well as the attribute is also available on the application. Then only your extension is correct. So until unless it is not available, that's it. So in the worst case, let us say, while performing extension, you got some error, and now you want to remove your extension. Or let us say, sometimes what may happen is client says that they want to go with some particular requirement, and later they say that no, I don't want the requirement, just remove that. So if you want to remove the extension, how do you remove it? See, perform extension we know now, right? But how do you remove it? Now let us say I don't want the extension, just
Yeah.
remove that. So what is the way you do it? So what is the thing? What is the process here which is involved in? So as I mentioned earlier, so we have to make a note of this
You have
particular
to
part.
delete the substitution. You reverse it.
Yeah, reverse. Yes, re-engineer. Yes. So we have to just mention this one. JDR equals dot delete document. You just need to mention this one, delete document. You just pass this particular path, okay, and perform this particular
Yeah.
step. So this will delete the extension. It will delete the extension, and after that again bounce the server.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bounce everything.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
and you have to remove your personalization also. You have to remove personalization manually. Okay. And then remove the document and then bounce it back.
Mm-hmm.
And if your class files if available on server or not there, no problem. You can just ignore them. Let it be. Okay. So you have to remove the person.
So,
Yeah.
can I ask? Then I think I read somewhere also that you can change the query of a VO by using the controller on the fly. Is that true?
Yeah, we can do yes. Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that. See, whatever the logic which we do in the AM, yes, we can do in the CO also. Yes, and dynamically
Yeah.
we can change the VO query. Yes, we can change. And we can also add up the attribute. Rather than going with the VO extension, we can add up the attribute using CO also. It is not
Yeah,
it is not mandatory that we have to go with only VO extension, but using CO also we can add a column to VO and set the value for it. We can do this particular logic also. See, it all
yeah,
depends upon the requirement. There are lot number of alternative approaches will come across.
yeah. But there's less deployment with the CO, right?
Yeah, we just need to deploy CO. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot. What time Monday? Same time, 6:30, or it's okay with me because actually the 4:30 for me is not suitable. I'll probably be working, so I'm okay with early or I mean late to bed. It's okay.